This is Counterpoint, and I'm your host, Tanya Granick-Allen. We've got our current events panel with us today with lots of commentary on the latest headlines. We'll cover the latest Ontario public school woke scandal. We'll discuss the Prime Minister's recent appearance on an American late-night talk show. We'll dive into the federal Conservative non-confidence motion and heated exchange in the House. And we'll cover the deteriorating situation in the Middle East, with Hezbollah seeking revenge for the pager explosions, which killed at least 12 and injured over 2,700. Is peace even still a possibility? Lots to get through. And now joining me is Mike Patton, political commentator, and Michelle Simard, lawyer, privacy, and cybersecurity specialist. Michelle, Mike, always great to have you back on. Obviously, some very heavy topics, some kind of lighter ones. So let's start with the lighter ones. Our prime minister was on late night TV. Now, before we jump in, I have fond memories of political figures on late night TV because I still remember Bill Clinton going on late night TV when he was seeking, I think it was either the nomination for the Democratic leadership or he was already the Democratic nominee. So I kind of enjoy seeing the lighter side of politicians. Mike, how did he do?
Well, he did okay in the sense I think it was fine for an American audience, but you do these things with the US talk show for the Canadian audience. And Justin Trudeau's big problem right now is he doesn't have any clear message.
Okay, Michelle, was that your takeaway as well? Did you feel there was not enough meat on for content in terms of what Justin Trudeau was saying on late night television?
Well, to be honest, I just don't think at late night television he's trying to give meat. I agree, there wasn't much meat, but I don't really think that was his goal. I think his goal was to create likability, because I think he's aspiring to loftier goals after he's not Prime Minister of Canada anymore. So I think likability is a huge factor for him. And at the end of the day, we know that the voter carries sway. And he right now just wants to be liked, and he's showing Americans that Canada can be liked, and for various reasons like dental care and healthcare.
But Michelle, like, why does it matter if he's liked in America? I mean, I get it. Stephen Colbert is Canadian, but he's on a late night television audience. So, I mean, he's in America. So why does it matter? I thought most people around the world kind of like Trudeau. He has a general likability, unless you're like a hardcore conservative, then you wouldn't because you'd know about his policies, perhaps. I don't know. But why does it matter to him or to Canada?
Because he has loftier goals. Because I think that he wants to aspire to the United Nations and have different roles. And for him, likability is very important. Because the last thing you want if you're going to be appointed in a position is to have protesters thinking that you are not good for that position and you advocate certain things. So being light, not through meaty, and showing that he is conversationable and can make jokes is what he wanted. Because if he's going to go through loftier goals, he doesn't want protesters.
Yeah, and to Trudeau's credit, he is amiable on camera.
Yeah.
Presents well. He's a good conversationalist. Is this what your takeaway is too? I mean, I never considered that, Michelle. So thanks for bringing it up. Is this just a PR campaign for a higher
Yes.
job somewhere else, Mike?
Of course it is. Of course it is. But I don't think he came across as particularly likable. I think he came across as sort of smarmy and arrogant. I don't think it worked particularly well for him at all.
But how do we in Canada, Mike, respond to this? Because he is still our prime minister. There has been zero sign that he's going to depart. He wants to be liked more. I would hope he'd want to be liked more amongst his citizens, of which whom he's the leader. Where does this end for us?
Regardless of the ideology of the prime minister, I still root for the prime minister, whoever they are on the world stage, because if Canada is liked, if Canada is respected, it does really well for all of us. And I don't think he's being effective. I don't think Canada is particularly liked anymore or respected at all.
My goodness. Michelle, is that your opinion as well? Do you think him appearing on late night TV may have reduced his likability, maybe it looked like a laughing stock. It made us look silly.
No. I think the laughing stock came with Doug Ford, to be honest. So I think anything after that is just a plus. So for him, yeah, it might not have been a win, but I certainly don't think it was a loss. And really, at the end of the day, even if he's like neutral, I still think that plays in his favor. So at the end of the day, he's just doing PR because he needs exposure, and I think he's going to keep doing it. To be honest.
Okay, we'll move on to another topic once we return from this commercial break. Please stick around.